JT is in here first today. That's crazy. Is it your first time being first? I think so. Shout out to JT, new member of the online class, finally. Pablo's in here second. Then we got Tim third. Shout out to everyone. We're gonna get started shortly. Wow, all right, a lot of people in here right now. I think some familiar faces, some new faces. What's good, everyone? How's everyone doing? I see Tyso, I see Wilfred, I see William, I see HT Productions, Kraken, Desire, Wilfred again. Frenchie's in here now. X20 is back. What's good, guys? Tim, you just made a beat with Wilfred? Oh, that's crazy. I gotta hear that. But yeah, everyone who's here, welcome to the second day of the week that I'm streaming. I do Mondays and Tuesdays 4 p.m. Eastern time every week, listening to people's beats live here on YouTube. So if you are brand new and you don't know how it works, you can send a beat to ChambersMixedIt.com. That's the first email that you'll see in the description. So you'll be added to the queue that's in the email, and I'm working off of the line that we started from yesterday. So there's already a good amount of beats in the email. If you ever want to skip that entire line and get priority and be played immediately next without having to wait your turn, you can skip the line by sending $10 to my PayPal or Cash App. All instructions are in the description, in the emails and all that stuff. But we will get started just about now. Let me see who's up first. I think it's Pablo was the first class member to send for day 2. So let's get that ready. Descent into Madness, it's called. Oops, I just deleted. Alright. The 808 police is on high alert today. Everyone be careful. We're making arrests. Yeah, Pablo, let's start it off.
Pablo the one.
EDM start off. Okay. We got the drill section in. Wait, so we got EDM, we have melodic section, we got a drill section. Well, do you guys think is there like even an artist that exists that could tackle a EDM / drill beat at the same time, and who would that be? He said me after 10 drinks. Sleepy Hollow. This is one of them show off beats. Yeah, no, this is crazy. It's like maybe 5 beats in one. You know what? We're gonna do streaks today. All right. That means everyone has to step it up. We're doing streaks today. So we're going to see how many beats in a row we could get that are fire. Pablo's starting us off with the first one. The next one has to be crazy. I think the highest streak I ever got was 10. And then the next beat someone sent was like whack and ruined the streak. But we'll see what we can do today. Shout out Pablo. Big is back in the building. Nax Beats is back in the building. Moody's back here. What's good, guys? All right, after Pablo kicking us off, let's see how long we could keep the streak up. Right after him, I have Honda. We'll love some feedback on this one. What would make it placement level ready? All right, let's see. Will this keep up the streak? Can we bring the Pez back? I gotta get some Pez. LeBron James needs you guys. Do we think this is his placement ready? I can see it as a placement. I would say so. I would say so. I think the only thing, I might change up that last chord, but that's the only thing. Yeah, I think this keeps up the streak, right? So we got 2 in so far, and the streak is still up. No one destroyed it yet. We're moving on next to, I believe it's Sonic's Beats. Thank you very much for sending and skipping the line, since the email queue is like almost 90 right now. Yeah, it's a lot. Let me see if it would let me get the beat. Thank you. All right, Sonic's Beats. Let's go. I like the 808, it follows it well. I think the main sound, whatever the chord. I feel like I would go for a different sound that doesn't sound as like metallic. It's not a bad beat, but do you guys think this keeps up the streak? Let me know in the chat. really do like that 808 pattern though. AT said I can't tell if I like this or if I'm confused. It's a ghost type beat. Yeah, no, it checks the boxes, everything's in key, but like, is it streak level? I guess we gotta kind of set the bar for what is streak level. I don't know yet. Like, I like the lead melodies and stuff that come in. Those sounds I like. I would only switch the chord thing, I think. Frenchie said it's borderline. Unless it's, I don't know how to pronounce that word. E-word, bad. Egregious? It keeps the streak. Alright, so I guess we're keeping the streak up with this. That means that whoever ruins it has to be pretty bad. But shout out to Sonic's Beats. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Yeah, now we hit 90 beats in the email. All right, next up after Pablo Honda Sonics, I got JT. You said I promised I'd make one. Is this the one with the tags? We'll see. I mean, I agree with Frenchie. It has to be more than in key to be a streak.
Trapaholics mixtapes.
Yes.
Trapaholics. Real. Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
Let's get in the replay.
Trapaholics mixtapes. Trapaholics. Real. Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
I needed that today. I like how you stood it. Damn, something you started it. He sampled me. Trapaholics mixtapes.
This is a certified hood classic. Trapaholics mixtapes.
Shout out JT. Wait, what happened? We need it right here too. That's a cool lead though. Can you send super chats to Skip? Yes. Real trap shit. I think I'm pretty good at it. I don't know. I would have to listen to the live back and actually hear my voice, but I feel like I kind of get it a little bit close. Like I really hit it yesterday for sure. Shout out to JT. Thank you for sending that one with those tags. I wish everyone did that. We got Williams beat from yesterday up next. My first drill beat, no slides because it's too confusing on Logic. Let's see. Weary said, I'm so entertained. Shout out to Weary. He sent one in. We'll get to that one pretty soon also. I love this beat. It's so much fun. Shout out JT. Aphrodite's back in the building. Who says that? DJ Envy? Oh yeah, that kept the streak up, by the way. Nah, someone with the swamp tag. Somebody did that yesterday. That was crazy. This low end. This might be jail time. Most of the notes are alright. It's a few that are out, but mainly jail time because how it sounds. I like the melody. The low end mixing is crazy. It sounds, it's just really muddy and you know, that's cool. I like that bass. That one's nice. French, you got to step away. Yeah, we got some jail time here. The streak might be. But the same thing goes. Like, it's a cool bass sound. It's just mixed, like really distorted and muddy sounding. So you can fix it with mixing, just leveling, turn the whole thing down so it's not as distorted. The 808 though. The thing about it. That one. That one. Alright, what does the 808 police force say for jail time on this? How much? What's the sentence? I don't know. Because there's several charges here. There's the out of key notes. There's the mixing and the overlapping and the stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll let you guys discuss amongst yourselves. I do really like that piano though. That's pretty cool. I'm wondering what spottydownloader.com is. Let's see. Paulo says 7 years. Tim says 2, 3, 5, 3, 6. Alright, we'll go with the middle of that. We're gonna say 4.7. 4.7 years. Court is adjourned. 808 prison. Alright. Next beat. I guess they said we're resetting the streak. I need to figure out best picks for you. Now, who could that be? I have no idea. As usual, if you do skip the line, please make sure that you put your email in the memo or the note thing in the Cash App or the PayPal message so I can find who you are and where you sent it from. But let me see. Let me type this in. Best picks for you. If you're in the chat, let me know, because I saw that you just skipped the line, but I have no idea who you are or what your email is. In the meantime, Fuego Bucks is up next. Shout out to you. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. And here we are. You want some mixing tips? All right. Kilo. Okay, thank you. I like this. I hate to say it, but it's a Drake vibe. Alright, so mixing wise, you turn this main melody stuff up a lot. You have a lot of room to push that. The drums are nice. You even push the drums a tiny bit more if you want. Well, you guys hear on it. I say Drake. But some other people. Oh, there goes the camera. Gotta figure this out. You know, that's interesting. This never used to happen. But the last two streams, exactly 22 minutes in, a click starts coming into the stream. I don't know what that's about. We're going to overdrive mode. This time it was Fuego Bucks who broke the stream. Yesterday it was Pablo. Trying to figure it out because like all the past streams, this just doesn't happen. Maybe it starts clicking like 2.5 hours in, but not at 20 minutes. So that's interesting. But give it a second and it will fix itself. The clicks just add a little bit of character, as we said yesterday. Can't listen to this. Windows, yeah, but if it was Windows, this would have been happening every single stream. Like this happened yesterday and today. And I'm kind of confused about it. You see my camera's like in the Matrix right now. Wow. I'm like, if you didn't know any better and I was just silent doing, you would think I'm stuck in a time loop. Clicks add that vintage vibe. All right, it should be on its way out in the next 30 seconds or so. The camera glitch look, yeah, right? Look, like it looks like I'm, oh wait, it stopped. No, it didn't. I'm like stuck in the time loop. I just put RC20 on the whole stream. Alright, I think it's on its way out. But yeah, shout out to Fuego Bucks. I like that a lot. Mixing wise, turn up the melodies and pad sounds. It sounds really nice. Everything's in key. Nice luscious pad sound and all that stuff. Good drum bounce too. You just turn it up a tiny bit and you'll be good. Same as yesterday, OG Don. I know, right? Moving on. Again, shout out to Fuego Bucks. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Next up, I got Tim. And then Kilo D coming up as well. Scanning for viruses. Alright, let's get it. Tim AI. Wait, so we restarted the streak, right? This is number 2. Only thing that needs to be changed is the cowbell has to come down just one semitone. Tim artificially constructed it. Mixing wise, you could turn it up just a tiny bit, not too much. Yeah, otherwise it's a solid beat, everything's good. I like the different 808 patterns that you're using too. Cool triplet melody also. But yeah, just cowbell down semitone, turn the beat up a little bit and you're good. Shout out to Tim. Next up, I have Kilo D, right? Yeah. Thank you for sending and skipping the line since the line is just getting crazier. We got a beat here called Future. Let's get it. streak. Okay, I think this could have a lot of potential. Could sound really cool, but the mixing, there's like a kind of pumping sound effect. You know, like every time the 808 hits, the entire rest of the beat ducks out. If you turn it up, it could have like a nice dreamy feel. Put some reverb on the keys. Whatever. What sound is that? Someone else, a car outside. Yeah, you gotta figure out the mixing, pumping kind of thing that's going on. Yeah, exactly. It feels like I'm in an airplane. What Frenchie said is putting like weird pressure. It's that weird. We need like a name for that kind of experience, but like, I don't know. It ducks the entire beat and it makes it feel like there's pressure on your ears. I don't know if that's a limiter or compressor that you have on the master or whatever, but I would take it off. Let the 808 breathe. Turn the whole rest of the beat up so it has room. I didn't even check the key yet. I mean, the main note's fine. Maybe some of the other ones, like the reverse one, might be a little bit off. But the main concern here is definitely the mixing. Cabin pressure, bass pressure. Yeah, I think once you get that sorted out, it could be a pretty cool beat. Because I like the melody kind of key sound. Put some reverb, make it real ambient and even more dreamy. And you'll be all right. I think so. Okay. That was Kilo D. Thank you again for sending and skipping the line. Ear bar, that's real? I'm about to look that up. Let's fact check. Ear, oh wow, that's a real thing. Borrow? Can I have Google pronounce the word for me? Pronounce. Ear, I don't know, it's not gonna do it. Whatever. That is a real thing though, I guess. Thank you for the fun fact of the day. Appreciate it. Next up, after Kilo D, we got Weary, who in the email says, all right, I'm taking all my shots today. Let's get better. Let's get better. All right. Let's do it. Weary. Streak 0. Drums are hitting. Have a problem with the 808. Like, it's not out of key, it's just not the root note, but that's fine. Wait, let me hear. Yeah, it's just not the root note, but like when you listen at face value, it's acceptable enough, but I do wish it was a different note. Outside of that, the drum hits are all great. After he said LOL Tim. Tim just follows everyone's footsteps. That's why he's never going to be on the actual force. You know what I mean? Like, you guys got to actually figure out what you're saying Tim specifically, if you ever want to get the upgrade. Like I'm not making an arrest for this. It passes. But if you do want to make the beat a lot better, it would be different 808 notes to use. But like to the general public, no one's gonna care. But like for producers, yeah, you could definitely hear be better with a different note. Other than that, like you got your kick hitting. I'm glad that you figured out take the compressor off the drum bus also. Yeah, the melody's nice. But yeah, shout out to Weary. He said, let's get better. I think it's an improvement from the beat from yesterday. Definitely getting better with your drums and your drum bounce and all that stuff. Yeah, 808's not horrible. Tim set up a bot to watch Pablo's alarm emoji and just copy it. Yeah. What's the point of me being in the academy? Tim, I don't know, man. So don't worry, I see it. I got you. Reggie said, Tim set up a bot to watch Pablo's alarm emoji and copy it. And Tim said, Frenchie, I will. No, Tim, he's saying that you already do that. All right. Next up, after Weary, shout out to Weary. Thank you for sending. I think it's Yoel. I believe it's Yoel or Yoel. We still have not confirmed. But I got you coming up next. Critique this as hard as possible. All right. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Let's get it. I think it's like 2012. Interesting. How you guys feel about it? Yo said critique it as hard as possible. What in the marshmallow? What the hell? What happened to 645 AR? Is that his name? You know, the guy who raps like this. You guys know that guy? You think he would fit on this beat? Maybe. I agree with Kenny. That beginning snare. You essentially have a snare clap, snare clap, snare clap, snare clap, and it's like I would just pick one and keep it on the 3 and the 7. Ken Carson would slide. Not my cup of tea. Yeah. I mean, aside from the regular beat, I think the only thing I would definitely want is more variation, because it just seems to be the same beat over and over. Yeah. Also, yeah, I agree with that. It's a nice idea, but needs refinement. That's a good answer. The main thing I would focus on is creating more sections so it's not so repetitive and we're not listening to the same beat bar after bar after bar after bar. Maybe some drum adjustments so that the balance isn't really throwing you off too much. But yeah, shout out to Yo. Thank you for sending. I see it. It's like a 2012 pop melody trap beat kind of thing. Tim says this breaks the streak. Yeah, main thing I think is variation. But shout out to Yo or Yoel. Thank you very much for sending and skipping the line. I appreciate you. Up next, Wilfred, you're always throwing me off because you always send to the other email instead of the ChambersMixedIt email. But it's all right. All right, I got Frenchie up next, followed by, who is it? I think it's Tyso, right? Let me check that. Wait, no, that's a different. There's so many Tims. Tim, why are there so many Tims in my email right now? Tyso, you're Tim, right? I think so. But yeah, Wilfred. I mean, not Wilfred. Damn it, Frenchie is up next. I'm looking at so many names right now. It's called Savage Mode. All right, let's go. But yeah, Tyso, if you're here, let me know if your name is Tim, so I know that's you.
Jay, light him up.
Alright, we got the streak back up with this. This is casual beat from him. Always just fire, everything maxed out, 10 out of 10. Is that an organ that I'm hearing? See a little break before the drop. I love it. Yeah, I also really like your variation and how there's just change up, little break before the drop each time. We're not just hearing the same beat over and over. Yeah, shout out Frenchie. Just brought the streak back up. Thank you very much. We are so back. Let's see how long it lasts. Next up, I said I got Tyso, right? Tim's burner. Not that Tim. Not that Tim. This Tim. Yes. All right, cool. Tyso Beats up next. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Let's hear it. This is fire. It's just really quiet. I like this sample for sure. Alright, so now I'm gonna turn it up and we'll see how far we could push it. you got a lot of room to push it, especially because I had to go into the second volume knob after maxing out this one. So you got a lot of volume that you could push up. Also, I like how you're using different sections within the sample, not just repeating the same sample over and over like some people do, and you have like different variations of it. There's the more busy ones with the vocal, there's the more simple ones that are more open. Second volume knob. Also, yeah, I think my favorite thing, aside from like the main flaw in the mix is the leveling, but the really good thing about it is how stereo it is. Lots of left, right panning, lots of depth to it. The sample is on one side and the drums on another. I would hope not. You know, all these different change-ups so far. I mastered it with FL Cloud. That's a good point. I come from band songwriting. My opinion, a lot of awesome producers lack dynamics. It's supposed to be like the wave of highlights, chorus, and the quiet parts. Yeah. So you mean like some parts should look like this, some parts should look like this. You shouldn't just have drum, 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 drum. Sometimes take a break. Let the music be the music without the drums. Build it back up. Boom, beat drop, repeat. Instead of just the same thing over and over. Shout out to Tyso. That was great. Just turn it up and you'll be good. I don't know about FL Cloud for mastering and all that stuff. Who do I have up next? After Tyso. I got Wilfred finally. Let's see. Oh, we got a song. He said this is from 2016. Forgive the mix, he says. How many left in? Well, let me actually see. The queue in my email right now is probably we got 116 beats in the email. That's crazy. But the people who skipped the line, I got you all locked in and ready to go one by one. But yeah, Wilfred Cyrus. I need him to say, damn, son. That's who needs to say it. Wilfred Cyrus.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Hey. I got gold bricks up in my basement. Gold bricks up in my
This is such a 2016 beat too. I love it.
Basement. Gold bricks up in my basement. I got. This the type of shit that you ain't seen once. Gold in my.
It's like you could hear this in like a double XL 2016 kind of freestyle background beat.
My basement like I'm King Tut. Twisting up some Kushco with some gold paper. Yeah, still flexing on my old haters. Pull up Wolverine like I'm in Michigan. State to state, yeah.
Top 3 tags. All right, let's rate the tags that we've heard. Who has the top 5 tags? I'm putting Wilfred in there for sure. I'm putting Rob in there. I'm putting JT in there. I'm putting Pablo in there. Who else?
Taking trips again. Money in duffel, homie, I don't trust. Snakes in my grass trying to bite my hustle. Might be Wilfred Cyrus higher than 10 pilots.
That's a tag right there.
Feel like Vince Carter, boy, you see me flying. Yeah, smoking real good, gripping leather and wood. Getting to this money, keep that understood. I got gold bricks up in my basement. Gold bricks up in my basement. Gold bricks up in my basement. I got, yeah.
Shout out Wilfred. Thank you for sharing that gem from 2016. Which is crazy to say that was almost 10 years ago. Wow. Yeah. Always nice to hear actual full songs instead of just beats. But shout out to Wilfred. Can we get 40 likes on the stream for Wilfred Cyrus, everyone? I think we got like 26 right now. Can we get 40 likes by chance? Perhaps. Maybe. Next up after Wilfred. Who is going immediately next? I think is Jared. Let me see right here. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Excited to hear this. Boom, boom. Awesome. Sounds really different. Definitely movie soundtrack vibes. How many beats do we get for skip? It's 1 beat per 1 skip. It really sounds like the music is evolving over time. That's awesome. I like how, like, no, that's really catchy. That's a nice melody and great sound selection all over. Bass sound, the synth sounds, the pluck sounds, the pads, all that stuff all matches up really well. Totally could be in a movie, documentary, that type of vibe. Shout out to Jared. Hear that drop again. Yeah, that was sick. That's keeping the streak alive. Thank you very much. Kenny, might have you coming up soon also. Where am I at? After that, I think Okay, cool. We got Pablo and then OG Don right after that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Pablo's second one. What is the streak? I think the streak is, if we're keeping Tysos after the mix and you're counting that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we got a 5 streak. That vocal harmony was really nice. Oh, I like that. Went out of the scale intentionally for a second. That was a good move. We still didn't get 40 likes for Wilfred Cyrus. Can we get 40 likes for Wilfred Cyrus? I just need 2 more. Do it for Wilfred. But yeah, like Bobby said, I think, who was the person who said it, about dynamics and creating different sections like this, like have the beat come in crazy, drop the whole thing down, let it build back up, hit him with it again, instead of just having the same thing. We hit 40 likes and Jeff's gonna down to 44, making the next beat. Bro, that was crazy. Jeff had the Oreo mudslide or whatever. I don't know what happened to him after that. Shout out to Savvy9, by the way, and Pablo. Next up, I said we got OG Don. Jeff might just be with Savvy9 right now. I don't know. It's my last beat on Windows PC. I just bought a MacBook. All right, shout out to Don switching. What is that? That's a gap and a half. All right, we'll start at the beginning. Have I not heard this before? Oh, it's called Try Again. Oh, okay. So this is a beat that he redid a little bit. Okay, cool. You absolutely upped it from yesterday. You guys remember this beat from yesterday where it's like the sound came in, it was like kind of scratchy and metallic, and he completely changed it. Fire chords, great synth. It's just distorting a tiny bit, so I'll turn it down a little bit so it's not getting that crunchy sound, but the melodies sound great. you definitely hit the upgrade on this though. You brought an 808 cannon. Wait, is that real? What the I think I just bugged out. That kick was like 20 times louder in my head for some reason. Yeah, shout out Don. Completely made such a huge improvement from the last version. I'm wondering what this is about. We get a silent mode. No, this is where X comes in and gets down on one knee and hits his freestyle in double XL. All this time for that. And then we come back to some random drums. How does this even happen? I have no idea, but shout out to Don. Thank you for sending us the line. Appreciate you. Definitely killed it. Huge improvement. Yeah, man. Who do we have up next? Let me also just to see what the line is looking like. I don't even 118 beats in the email right now. Sheesh. Yeah, next up. Who is it? That's Pablo. Oh, we got Kenny. I think, yeah. Okay, cool. Kenny, thank you for sending and skipping the line since the line is 118 beats. And no one is waiting to get through 100. Yeah, that's crazy. Kenny. There's a lot of energy. I think I would only change the 808 to a different sound. But other than that, definitely like future kind of vibes. Tim is back. Yeah, I like the different sections with the melody. I think the only thing I just changed is the 808. I don't know. Kenny, I think Kenny left. I don't know where he's at. There's a lot of good energy in that beat. Shout out to Kenny. All right, we got 44 likes now. Can we get to 50? 50 likes for Kenny, just for Kenny and him and him only. After that, I have Honda, and now I think I got Havoc up after that. Cool. Oh, Kenny is here. Shout out to Kenny. One of the goats of the live stream consistently.
Brand new whip I just paid for. I don't need your bag, I just need love.
That bass is like the perfect choice for this. Who would you hear on this? I kind of want to hear it sped up. Wait, that just slow it down. Never mind. Put some drums on it. I forgot. I can't beatbox to the loop because there's a delay and it comes out like half a second after. But yeah, I like it sped up a lot. Pitch it up maybe. Let's see. Yeah, that could be a really cool beat. Shout out to Honda. A lot of things that you could do with that. After Honda, I said I got Havoc. Yes. Right here. What was it? 808 Havoc, right? Yep. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. I believe after Havoc, we got the line skips open again. It's a thunderstorm. He's setting the tone. This is evil. Rob 49 on this. Ooh. Tim said I'm scared. Tim's always saying he's scared. It's a great beat. You just gotta turn down a tiny bit because it is a little bit like heavy and distorted. Just a tiny bit down so it keeps that crispiness and you're perfect. But again, speaking of dynamics and stuff, it would be great to have a section without drums like you had in the intro here, just to hear this and just to live in that music for a second and then have the drums come back and hit. It's like hearing it again for the first time. That's why it's important to have different sections like that and not just drums the whole time. I like that rim shot. Yeah, shout out to Havoc. Only two things I would do is turn it down a little bit so it's not as distorted, and then add some gaps opened up just to take a break. Thank you again for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. Next up, I got Tim Cooks. And I believe after that, not after that, after the beat that I just played, aside from class members, line skips are now open. Let's see what Tim has here. Wait. He said, for this beat, he recorded all the instruments live with voice memos with him and his cousins. Wait, 1 second. 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 1 Tim, you got a cousin who plays violin? That's dope. It's all live recorded instruments. The piano's a little loud. You could turn that down. So your cousin plays violin. Did you do the piano or somebody else? Tim's tag. You know, I'm curious about Tim. When you brought the voice memos into FL, did you have to chop them up to get them on time, or did you just go with how they were played in real life? Because I know like that could be a whole difficult part of it. Playing an instrument in real life, bring it to FL, you got to chop all the transients, get them on time, unless you're that good at playing on time. So Tim did the piano and your cousin did the violin. That's dope. This is why Tim is Tim GPT or whatever in the 808 Police Academy. Thank you for sending that one. That was dope. Real life live instruments. Who do I have up next? I got JT. Let's go, let's go. Justin Timberlake back in the building. Whoa. Chopped it up. Okay, got you. JT, why not the certified? What is the? I keep forgetting the words. Trapaholics mixtape. I need that tag in here. Anyway, yeah, this goes crazy. Shout out JT. Especially the 808 slides. That's awesome. See, there we go. That's the importance of taking breaks from the drums. Because if we had the beat just like this over and over, you kind of get tired of it over time. But when you give yourself a break, give the listener a break, just listen to the music. After a few bars, you kind of get hyped up because you're like, I need the drums to come back. I need to hear that beat drop again. And you keep your audience interested that way. Because if it's the same thing over and over, they kind of get a little bit too used to it. I guess this is a regular thing in my live streams now, where at random the chat just breaks. JT officially did it today. Well done. Yeah, definitely like this more from you. I need the damn son. JT broke the chat. I'm on phone mode now. While we try to figure it out. Yeah, anyway. That was dope. Lots of energy in that one. A great 808 movement. Wow. YouTube is like tweaking right now. That needs to be studied. Wait, I think I got it back. I got it back. Right? Let's put the chat back in here. Boom. Pop out chat. And well, I feel like a turtle. We're back. JT broke it, but I fixed it. All right. Next up. I got AJ and then I got Jared up next. Back at it again. But first we got AJ right here who says, let me download it. I've been making music for a year or so now. I just want to know how the mixing is and where I can pick up in areas. All right, let's see if we can help out AJ. It's my favorite Star Wars movie, the Attack of the Clones. Oh, this is an EBK type. That's hard. It's hard, it's just really quiet. So yeah, you said the main thing that you want feedback on is the mixing. And that's the only thing I'm gonna give you feedback on, because that's all it really needs, is just to be turned up. There we go. Yeah, I gotta hear that switch again. That's hard. The steel drum. I don't know about the baby crying in it. But otherwise, the beat's hard. Only critique is mixing. What I really like about the beat is the 808 and how it does go out of key, but it's on purpose. Yeah, and the bass hits. Yeah, shout out AJ. I don't know what this outro is about. Oh, cool. Yeah, now you killed that. Thank you for sending. Appreciate it. Definitely one that stood out to me today. Next up, I said we got Jared back at it again. Oops, I just added it to my Google Drive instead of downloading it. Let's see. Look at that waveform. Yeah, no, you definitely have your own kind of lane with this beat and the last one that you sent, and just how different they sound. But like the beats are similar, but they're like in their own sound world of your own sound selection decisions, and how that just separates you from other people's types of sounds. What do you mean my volume is still up? What? See it again, bro. Like, what else is really unique about your music is it literally sounds like it's evolving over time, and like growing and just taking it to the next level throughout the beat. Now this part I really like. Just letting the bass rock out with the drums, and just how much more simple it is compared to the rest of the beat. I would turn the kick up a tiny bit, I think. And that yeah, right there, that's a good use of reverb on a snare or a snap, clap, whatever. Just to separate it, create that ambience, and then bring the beat back in. Love reverb uses like that. I'm trying to see what this is. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite parts is what you hear the chords doing right here. Great outro too, ending on that snap with the reverb. Shout out to Jared. Thank you for saying 2 for 2 today. You're killing it. And definitely showing everyone that you really have your own sound. I haven't heard beats that sound like yours. So shout out to you. Next up. Where am I? Tim, how many? I think I've done Tim. There's too many Tims in my email, and it's so confusing. Gotta make sure I'm on the right people. Boom, boom. I did that one. All right. We got William's second one. Yes. And then Halton's up next. Got you. Certified ultra slow. Look at that waveform. Had me in the first half. This was cool. This might extend the jail time. See, this section is really nice. And then I start getting attacked. Damn. Alright, we had two nice sections. We had this. Fire. This section. Fire. And then this came in. Yeah, nah, you were cooking with this. But then, yeah, I would leave the other one out. Whatever that sound is. But yeah, the two sections were good. Tim says, sound the alarm. Bump his sentence to 15 years. I guess we're running to 15 years. Trying to save my beats for later. Alright. So we got Holton up next. Let's go. Boom. Yeah, no, the drums hit on this one. And in key, all that stuff. But is it like that the whole beat though? Okay, we have some variation here with the melody. I'll bring that in a lot earlier. Yeah, the drum sit. That's the only thing I would do is create some sections, maybe no drums, maybe different melody just to change up so it's not too repetitive. I like that. More sections like that where you like take out some of the drums and then bring them back in. Maybe take out the hi-hat, you know, stuff that sounds like that. But yeah, the drum mix is good. It's hitting. Shout out to Johnny in the chat. Appreciate you sending and skipping the line. Next up. Boom, boom. All right, Pablo's third one. Let's go. Ethereal House. Don't mind if I do. I swear, Pablo remixes his beats so many times. I've heard this so many times. Not these drums, this melody I've heard, but the remix goes crazy. got a Aton situation. I think Jared is like 20 minutes behind in the stream, but he's chatting like he's in real time. That's sick. It's like the beat is alive. Like the bass is making sounds you can hear in the background. Pablo 3 for 3 today. Thank you for sending. Appreciate it. Always killing with the house music, the EDM, all that type of stuff. I have Tim. You said play the one with Wilfred. Cool. So this is Tim and Wilfred. Wilfred's music from 2003. Wow. Peace, Frenchie. That's a dope flip. Hear this part. That vocal was crazy. Dave, think about it. That's kind of crazy. Wilfred made this song a while back before Tim was even born in 2003, and now Tim just flipped it like just last night. I really like that 808 movement. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to Tim and Wilfred. You guys should work more. That was awesome. Really cool to see how quickly that happened too, because we just heard the original one yesterday. Alright, JT. And then after JT, all line skips are open. And I'll be playing off the bottom of the list, which is how many beats right now? 120 beats. Oh wait, no, I still got Stutto. Never mind. JT, then Stutto, and then it's open. Alright, cool. JT, is this a Cardi type beat? He said, "This is a Cardi type beat." Because yesterday, I think everyone was hating on Cardi, and JT's like, "I'm the only one in here who likes him." X20 said, "How can you not like Cardi?" Yeah, shout out JT. I like the mix on this one. It's not too distorted. It still has that crispiness to it. The 808 hits well. Octave changes on the synths and all that stuff. Shout out to you, Justin Timberlake. I have Stuttle up next. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Back in the building. I like the guitar on this one. With that vocal added to it, fire. Shout out Stutto. Always with a great drum mix. Everything's well balanced. Crispy, not too distorted, not weak sounding either. What do we got here? To the fade out. Awesome. Shout out Stutto. Alright, I got a would you rather question for the chat. Real quick. Let me see. Alright. Here's the thing. Would you rather, and answer this to the best of your ability, honestly, all that stuff. Make a really big, produce a really big single for a big artist, but the 808 is so atrociously out of key, you will never be forgiven for it. But it's a huge song. The general public doesn't care, whatever. But like any producer, any musically inclined person who listens to it has the worst. It's just the worst 808 pattern you've ever heard, out of key, terrible timing, all that stuff. Have that, or produce one of the best, most beautiful sounding songs for an artist that's like not underground, but not famous, but you know, kind of well known, like on their way. They're not a hit star or anything, but they're someone. They're not no one. Which one? Huge hit single for a huge artist, horrible 808s, or great beat for kind of known artist? Let me know in the chat. I would like to hear some perspectives. In the meantime, I'll get the next beat. I'm going back to the bottom of the 120 beat long email. We got Mixed Toe up next. You guys answer the question. I'll give you a few minutes. Got a slide in the bass. That's cool. This is actually really cool. Could be like a TV show for the theme. Yeah, it's literally called 80s TV show theme song. Okay, Beck, here's the thing though. Terrible beat for big artists and use the cloud to make good beats for more artists. But here's the thing, like every artist is looking at you crazy. Like, I don't ever want to work with that producer. He had the worst 808s I've ever heard. So you can't really use the clout to work with other people because they're looking at you like, bro, what? No one work with this producer ever again. That's the risk that you're taking. Hear that slide. That was awesome. All right, it seems like for the most part people said underground. True Blueface was a terrible rapper, but people wanted to that's a good good point. Interesting. Most people are saying they would do the underground beat instead of the major beat. That's horrible. But we got a handful, just a few people who said the opposite. Interesting. What do I have up after that? Beats by Soul. What's it called? Heal? Nice. Definitely really good use of percussion. Horrible Be Easy. I need the Grammy and then I'm out. Imagine you get the Grammy on stage and everyone's booing you. That would be crazy. I think mixing wise, some things you could turn down, like that reverse triangle. It's just really sharp and harsh. Especially, starting the beat with that. It's just a really sharp sound, so turn it down. Shout out Beats by Soul. Thank you for sending. Oh, I got Rob. I don't know if Rob is in here. I hope his tag is in this. I'm gonna be upset if it's not.
You already know what it is.
Whoa. New tag alert. no. Rob goes crazy every time. I gotta hear that again.
You already know what it is. Proceed.
Robbie got music.
You already know what it is.
If you don't fuck with Evil Empire, well then, you're just a bitch ass trick.
Never heard that one before. I need to know who recorded all those lines. Legendary. All right. Let me see who's up next. I think I got. Is this it? Yeah. Mo Band's up next, and then Pablo after that. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Which, by the way, since we're getting closer to that 2 hours, I think probably another 20 minutes streaming left. So if anyone wants to skip the line last minute to guarantee that your beat gets played today, now would be the time. 20 minutes left or so. I'm gonna play Mo Band's up next. It might be. That's some jail time. I like the vibe of the melody, but the 808's definitely not following the right root note. But it's an easy fix. Wilfred, I like the drum bounce. I like the melody, all that stuff. It's just the 808 notes. Boom, 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 boom. Don't necessarily line up with the same root note of the melody. But once you can figure that out, the beat will be much better. Wilfred, what are you planning to do with that? That sounds crazy. Sounds like a good time. Other than the 808, I think just variation. Like right here, you took the drums out, which is cool. But I would do that much earlier in the beat instead of 1 minute 40 seconds in. Like maybe somewhere around here. Just so we don't go such a long time here in the same drum pattern over and over. Maybe add this a little bit earlier, so the audience just has something different to listen to. Shout out to Mo Bands. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Just two things. Fix the 808 so it's in key with the melody, and then work on your variation so it's not too repetitive. Otherwise, it's solid. I'm going to give it a hand sear and vegetable oil. Make a romaine lettuce salad with dried cranberry and some garlic bread. Shout out to Wilfred. Going crazy in the kitchen after this. I got Pablo for the 4 for 4 today. Let's get it. And then after today, when I go live again next week, this whole list is getting cleared out, and we start from fresh Monday. work with the piano on here is so good. Just playing melodies in between the chords. Yeah, this is awesome. Very first time hearing it. Percussion on that one adds so much movement to it. Well done. Shout out to Pablo. Just got the 4 for 4. Appreciate you. All right. Going back to the bottom of the line. Let me see. Let's see. What do we got? Am I live tomorrow? No, I'll be live again on Monday and Tuesday next week, 4 p.m. Eastern. That's why I'm saying we're in like the last 10 to 15 minutes of the stream now before I completely reset the list. So if you absolutely want to be played today, then you would skip the line. Otherwise, try to send as early as you can next week. That's what a lot of jail time sound like. Had me in the first half with this sample. It sounded like a cool beat, but then it kind of completely lost its direction. I'm kind of confused listening to it because like there's not a snare or a clap. I'm not really sure what the drum bounce is. There's a lot of out of key 808 notes. Kind of sounds like I'm just walking in circles without really going from point A to point B, if you know what I mean. I feel like it's definitely possible to turn this into a great beat. Maybe re-flip the sample in a different way so it has more of a like direction in it instead of just chop here and there. Yeah, nah, that 808's going. That's like a 50-year sentence. Melodic but no direction, yeah. Definitely sending you to 808 prison though. Next up. This is the point in the stream where I don't know what happens. Bic, I'm about to bring out a sound guy. I'm sorry, I'm confused here. Got like a random sample and a beat just playing. Sound guys. Pretty sure those are in 2 different keys. Yeah, this is kind of the same type of critique about direction. It just sounds like some piano notes and we're not really sure what the direction of the beat is, but you hear them repeat over and over, not necessarily matching the 808. And then we got the sample that's in a completely different key, and it's just kind of confusing. But yeah, like Decoy said, it's got some good parts. I would say with the drum bounce, aside from the key of the 808, like I like the stop and the go hi-hats, the open hats, the double boom boom kick pattern is cool. You just got to figure out how to use it better in this beat to give it some direction and purpose behind it. But yeah, no way we. Oh my goodness, is that real? We got Oscar with a K out of nowhere. Oscar just saved the stream. I didn't even play it, but I already know. Not sure if I already sent this, but what the hell? I'll share it anyway. Since the last song I sent you, I did with the Swedish artist. Hold on. We did a few more, taking inspiration from the artist Mike. This is the most recent. We plan on releasing an album, all of them at the same time. It's based on a simple beat that I had made, but combined with the vocals, it turns out to be a great song. All right, shout out Oscar with a K, all the way from Sweden. Let's hear this.
Jag känner fling, skona mig nu. Åkar du står jag kvar. Ställer vink, rånar i rutavdrag. Vi fånar oss nu, 1 och 2 till ljud. Händerna på huvudet, jag känner mig kluven. Men ändå är jag säker på att du har allt som jag vill ha. Jag vill att du ska hålla om. Ingen lycka utan sorg, tysta minnen som du trycker.
That was such a cool way to bring the bass in.
Vänder om jag kan, vill ju bara hjälpa. Men du måste sträcka ut en hand. Under våra stunder kan bulla våra dunder. Det finns något som jag önskat. Om du kan vara här. Om ingen hör dig när du pratar.
That was tough. What language? I think it's Swedish.
Där är jag här för att lyssna. När insidan tystnat så kan vi bara sitta tystna. Dina tankar börjat vissna. Lovar jag inte fiska eftersom det är sent. Nu ska vi bara
Nah, you would know if it's French.
hitta hem, ja. Det som vi älskat kan du vänta omkring. Om vi följer det vi äger. Tränga det som väger. Om ingenting, inga höjder som förut. Aldrig får ett slut, blir jag vingat till något kul. För du låter mig landa mjukt. Känner inget men det funkar ju. Vi är mer än djur nu.
I really want to hear it sped up.
Skorna med hjul, håller lördagen utan bud. Med viljan och bara våga vara där.
Whoa, 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 whoa. TikTok version. Yeah, shout out Oscar, you killed it. Again, I'm super happy to see you working with artists and getting them on your beats, because your beats are like really well done for artists. They're very spacious and open. Great melody, great drums without getting in the way of the artist. You could really hear it in this song. Shout out to Oscar. Thank you for sending and blessing the stream as usual, and appreciate you for skipping the line. Thank you very much. Pablo's doing dishes. So was Tim. All right, we got Pinder up next. Thank you for stopping by in the stream. Appreciate you.
Pinder made this.
Building it up. The drop has to be crazy. Piano's hard. Fire strings. Yeah, I think just a teeny tiny pinch of volume added will really get it hitting. Yeah, the strings add a lot of great energy to it. This seems like a long time to go without drums. I would probably pick like 4 or 8 bars out of this whole section to do no drums, and then other than that, fill it up. Maybe just hi-hats and a snare, maybe just the 808 and the open hat, and then the hi-hats come in halfway through or something like that, just so it's not such a big gap with no drums at all. But I like how you're building it up with the music, so keep the music as it is and just figure out where you can put like hi-hats and snares in here just to fill up some of the space. I like what you do with the hi-hats there. Take them out for a second and bring them back in. Like stuff like that throughout the verse would be awesome. But yeah, thank you for sending and skipping the line. Appreciate you. And glad to hear some new music from you as always. All the melodies and stuff, fire. Strings definitely add a lot of emotion and urgency to it. Alright. I'm gonna do a few more. I know I got a deluxe decoy up next in the chat. Shout out to you. Let's go. The hi-hats are on this. Yeah, this has great drum bounce to it. Super simple with the melody, just leaves it very open for the artist with a lot of rhythm in it. all the hats, the different timing that they're playing in, the panning and the velocity stuff that they have, the pitch differences. That was whatever that was crazy. Iconic drum kit. Yeah, 808 pattern is sick on that one. Thank you for sending. Really nice work creating a drum bounce with that one. Call that the highest hats. All right, I got Tim. You said I need feedback for this one if it's too simple. All right, let's see. Depends who the artist is. There's a lot of artists who'll be perfect with this. So I wouldn't say it's too simple, but depending on who you're pitching it to or what type of artist will get on it. But yeah, there's plenty of people who would be fine with this. Exactly, Annalie Choppa. I would love the 808 to be shorter. That's just my preference. Like turn up the out knob like that. Bring that snare up for sure. Could be sharper sounding in the mix. Yeah, sometimes all you need is that piano in the background plus some strings. Yeah. And we got a flute. Shout out Tim Cooks as usual. Lil Pump. Yeah, why not? I got JT. JT might just be the last one. So you made it in 20 minutes. Oh, 20 minutes? Yeah, this is there's a lot of detail in different sections in for a 20-minute beat. Shout out JT, that's why it's JT. Shout out JT. Shout out to everyone who sent beats today. You guys killed it again. That was Monday and Tuesday. Heard a lot of really good beats. I'll be back again next week, Monday and Tuesday, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So after this stream, I clear out the whole email and we start again from scratch. So if you want to get yours played on Monday, I'm going to probably post about it on Sunday, like in the evening time. Hey guys, I'm going live. That's when you want to send. Look out for my post in the community tab so you could be one of the first people to see it and send your beat. Something comes up and I don't go live on Monday, then I usually just post the next day, meaning instead of posting on Sunday, I'll post on Monday saying, hey guys, I'm going live on Tuesday. But usually I post Sunday night to say, Monday and Tuesday I'm going live. Guys, send the beats. And that's what you want to send as early as possible. But other than that, thank you all for joining. If you want to join and play beats at any time on the stream without needing to wait for me to get through however many beats, you could become an online class member and get priority in any stream. But yeah, ChambersCourses.com. Use code, what is it? Big50 for 50% off right now. If you want to have priority in any stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, Monday, Tuesday. One more time for JT. Made that in 20 minutes. Alright, yeah, I'm out. Peace.